The Chicago Cubs spent their 5th round pick in 2014 to acquire him, invested millions of dollars in his development and conditioning, and almost a decade later are finally reaping their rewards. Justin Steele, 28-year-old ace on the Chicago Cubs, has been one of the most exciting surprises this MLB season. He's been absolutely embarrassing major league batters and has MLB hitting coaches just baffled.
I'm confused, like I'm going insane. I'm asking questions and I'm not getting answers.
At this point of the season, it is also very fair to say that Justin Steele is a major reason why the Chicago Cubs are in a playoff spot right now. So where the hell did this kid come from, and how is he so good at baseball? As I mentioned earlier, Justin Steele was initially selected by the Chicago Cubs in the 2014 draft in the 5th round. At that time, Steele was a fresh pitcher coming out of high school with a very promising future ahead of him. Little did he know, though, that Tommy John was about to set him back a few steps. Steele was progressing well until in 2017 he had to get the procedure and was obviously sidelined for quite some time afterwards. At this point, Justin was already 22 years old, and some of his peers from that 2014 draft class were already up with their MLB squads helping their team. Justin Steele's road to the show was going to be a hell of a lot longer, though. In 2020, after a full recovery from Tommy John and some time in the minors, Justin Steele was called up to the MLB by the Chicago Cubs. Want to guess how many innings Justin pitched in 2020? 0. The Chicago Cubs literally had this dude ride the bench during the 2020 season, but honestly, I think this may have been a blessing in disguise, but more on that later. Steele finally got his real call up to the Chicago Cubs in 2021, and he made his debut to some mixed results. He pitched in 57 innings and to the tune of a 4.26 ERA, racking up 59 strikeouts along the way. A very reasonable debut for sure, but nowhere near the game-breaking talent that he showcased this season. In 2022, however, we just saw a little bit of that talent break through. Steele quietly pitched for a 3.18 ERA over 119 innings last year and showed the Chicago Cubs and their fan base why he was worth waiting for. But let's face it, folks, considering what he's done this year, that was just a drop in the bucket. Fast forward to now, and Justin Steele is a favorite to win the National League Cy Young, and he is in every way deserving of the hype. Through 152 innings, Steele has a 2.55 ERA and has a record of 16-3. When I say that he is a big reason the Chicago Cubs are in a playoff spot, I mean it, folks. Watch this pitching sequence from Justin Steele. This is an at-bat against JT Realmuto. First pitch, Justin Steele goes fastball high, not overpowering by any means, but well placed, and gets called a strike. Second pitch, Steele decides to challenge Realmuto again and just pumps a fastball in the zone. Realmuto takes a hack and should probably be upset at himself for not even making contact there. Third pitch, little bit of a purpose pitch right here, just puts a slider in the dirt, seeing if JT will show some interest. He lays off though for ball 1. Final pitch now, and Steele goes for the same pitch and this time hits his spot perfectly and makes JT Realmuto, one of the best catchers in the league, look freaking silly. Now that at-bat right there is a prime example of what's so special about Justin Steele. Not really anything.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Look, hear me out here, folks. Steele is a fastball slider pitcher. He throws one of those two pitches 99% of the time. He doesn't have high velocity, so he's not powering it by guys like Spencer Strider or Garrett Cole or anything like that. So what makes him so good? Well, right there in that at-bat, we saw some extremely just simple baseball. He attacked the zone early, got ahead in the count, and then dropped in a few off-speed pitches until the hitter decided to bite on one. Justin Steele, whenever he's on the mound, just simplifies the game, right? Like, it doesn't look complicated to him, which makes it that much easier. This also goes hand in hand with an entirely other aspect of his game as well. Something that you're not necessarily gonna see on the stats page, but I promise you, it's there. We're talking about a guy right now who was drafted in 2014, had Tommy John surgery, had to fight his way back from that, got called up and didn't play, had to consistently battle through adversity and never give up. This is a man with a chip on his shoulder, folks, and he is showing it to us every single time that he gets the opportunity to play in the MLB. The Chicago Cubs found a very special, very just determined player in Justin Steele, and I, for one, couldn't be happier for the guy. But folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.